Devolve Russell here with my WWE Extreme Rules 2015 review. I'm doing this a lot later today. It is the day after Extreme Rules because I had a lot of work to do. I had like 3-4 hours of work to do. So it's a bit later, but I'm uploading it. And this event surprised me. I went into this event with low expectations, thinking we'd get maybe 1 or 2 decent matches. But in the end, we got a few good matches. We will be starting off on the pre-show where we found out, well actually it was announced on the internet, but we found out from the WWE, Daniel Bryan has been pulled from Extreme Rules, which means there would be no Intercontinental title match between Barrett and Bryan. So that was a shame. Deja vu of last year with Bryan getting injured. It's not good. I hope he comes back. I really do. I don't want to have to go through a whole Daniel Bryan injury thing again. But instead they decided that they would put Bad News Barrett against Adrian Neville on the pre-show. I predicted this match, obviously not my predictions because we didn't know it. I basically said to myself, alright, Neville's going to win. I was absolutely correct. Neville wins in what was a really good match. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it's one of the best pre-show matches I think I've seen in the 2 years that they've really had the pre-show. The pre-show matches are normally, pretty average. But this one was good. This one was a very good, above par pre-show match. And I don't normally see that on the pre-show. I've seen, the best pre-show match I've probably seen is the Usos and the Shield from like Money in the Bank 2013. That's a great match. But this one's still very good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Neville wins with the red arrow. About 10 minutes long. It was good. I gave it 3 stars. So the main show opens and we get the Chicago street fight between Ambrose and Harper. Now I'm very split on whether or not I liked this match. I think it could have been a lot better, but I still gave it a very high rating. Ambrose and Harper tore each other apart. This was a good street fight. They had a lot of back and forth, a lot of chairs, a lot of kendo sticks, that sort of stuff. And eventually they went to the back, and I liked that. I like it when they go backstage and they incorporate, more than just the arena in a street fight. It makes more sense. It's a street fight. It's supposed to take place anywhere in the building, anywhere in Chicago. It's called a Chicago street fight. And these guys, Harper got into a car and Ambrose jumped in the window and the car drove off. And my issue here was this. I don't know if keeping the match off television, off screen, was a smart idea. I think the match was actually 56 minutes long. And that's because about 30, 40 minutes was off screen. I don't think that was a good idea. I think if you give these guys 56 minutes, and I'm not saying, give them 56 minutes. The WWE would never give them 56 minutes. They could have done okay in that 56 minutes. But for what we got a really fun match. I gave it 3 3/4 stars. I really did enjoy it. In the end, Ambrose finally picks up his first pay-per-view victory since the Shield. Thank Christ he hit the dirty deeds on Luke Harper after he threw him on a ton of chairs. A good match, 3 3/4 stars. I'm 2-0 on my predictions so far. Okay. Oh yeah, I have just noted the match went on for an hour off screen after the tag title match. So it actually finished after the tag title match, which was 2 matches after the match initially started. So after the brawl, which went out into Chicago, we had the Kiss Me Arse match. The Kiss Me Arse, because I can't say arse because the WWE are PG now. Ziggler and Sheamus. Now these guys put on a pretty damn good match. There was a good story there. You had the whole underdog versus the big guy thing, which is really what they're putting over with the Sheamus gimmick. And I did enjoy it. I gave it 2 3/4 stars. In the end, I got my prediction wrong. I think everybody got their prediction wrong. Nobody expected Dolph Ziggler to win, but I was happy because I thought, hey, Dolph Ziggler isn't going to have to kiss Sheamus' arse. So that's pretty cool. But they totally screwed it up. They had Sheamus go to kiss Sheamus' butt. They had Sheamus go and nearly kiss Ziggler's butt, but then he bro kicks Ziggler and then makes Ziggler kiss his ass. Seriously? Is that what you're doing? I was happy that Ziggler didn't have to kiss Sheamus' ass, but then they did that and it just ruined it for me, and I did bump the match down a grade. I gave it 2 3/4 stars though. I did enjoy it for what it was. And next up was the WWE Tag Team title match. So after this match finished, Harper and Ambrose came back into the building and finished their match. The WWE Tag Team title match, The New Day versus Taisaro. Another prediction I got wrong, and sadly nobody cares. The New Day won the tag team titles. I went on Wikipedia straight after that match happened, and I checked to see if anybody had changed that New Day won the match. And in the corner where you put the time, it says New Day sucks. And I have a screenshot of it on my iPad. I'm keeping that as a treasured memory of when I watched Extreme Rules 2015. And this matchup though between Taisaro and the New Day was very good. I really did enjoy it. I felt that Taisaro, who I basically nicknamed him now, Taisaro did really, really well. Tyson Kidd was really awesome in this match. So was Cesaro. I can't take credit away from them. The New Day were just sort of there, and I don't like the New Day, but I did give the match 3 stars. I really did enjoy it, and so far the event surprised me. You know, the opening was probably better than the last few matches. Next up, you have the Russian chain match. John Cena taking on Rusev with Lana at ringside. Lana got a lot of fan support, actually. There was a big Lana chant, and eventually Rusev kicked her away from ringside because she was getting so much buzz. I predicted John Cena, and of course I was correct. John Cena wins and retains the US title. This leads into one more match, which we're going to have a payback, which will be an I Quit match, and everybody knows Cena doesn't lose I Quit matches or last man standing matches, although I can think of one last man standing match, well actually 2 that he's lost, so don't say, oh, Cena has lost last man standing match. He's lost 2, Del Rio and Edge, and the one against Del Rio is really good. But Cena wins, Russian chain match. I'm not a fan of strap matches, and that's basically all it was, a glorified tug of war. I've basically changed my grade on this when looking at it. I gave it 2.25 stars. This was nothing on any of the 2 matches they've had. They were 2 good matches. This one was just meh. I mean, it just wasn't entertaining for me. Alright, the Divas title match. Again, another match that was impromptu because Paige was injured, and I forgot that she was even injured when I did my predictions. So it was Naomi against Nikki. My prediction was Naomi, and Naomi lost. So again, that's another prediction so far I've got wrong. I've got 3 wrong so far, and I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3. It's 3 apiece at this moment. Naomi and Nikki put an okay match up. It wasn't too great. I mean, Nikki comes out of this looking like a face, and I don't like the Bella Twins. I don't like them being faces. Oh, it's Sinestro t-shirt. Yellow Lantern Corps. Yeah, great. Sinestro. Nikki comes out of Nikki and Sinestro. I can't compare them. Sinestro's better. Nikki comes out of this one looking like a face, and I think they've turned the Bella's face. I honestly don't care. It's just like, oh well. Naomi came out with the worst theme music I might have ever heard. Definitely listen to it because it's bloody awful. I'm still going to get it on my phone though. But I gave it 2 stars. It was alright. In the end, Nikki wins with a rack attack on Naomi after Break hit her with a very high kick. It was meh. It was 2 stars. But for the Divas, it was alright. The last man standing match, Roman Reigns versus The Big Show, and this to me was the biggest surprise of the entire night. I said in my predictions, I thought this match was going to be, I thought it was going to be awful. It was going to be very slow. I thought there'd be no build, there's no story or anything. And, alright, there was no story, to be honest, but it was a pretty damn fun spot fest. Reigns and Big Show tore the house down. I'm not going to say they had the best last man standing match ever, because they didn't. And I'm not going to say they had the best match on the card, because I don't think they did. But they had a really good match. Reigns and Big Show just beat the hell out of each other. You had some amazing spots. There was a bit where Reigns Samoan dropped Big Show through a table. I've never seen that before. I love innovation in my matches. There was a bit where Big Show chokeslammed Reigns through not 1, but 2 tables at the same time. That was awesome. There was one of the crazy, I'll talk about that in a minute. Reigns speared Big Show through the barricade. Reigns had to hit 3 spears on the Big Show. So this puts over Reigns as an absolute dominant force, but it puts over the Big Show. And I kind of like that. As much as I'm like, the Big Show should retire, both men need to look good in these matches, and Reigns and Big Show looked very good. Reigns hit a normal spear on Big Show, then he speared him through the barricade, and finally, in one of the most impressive spears I have ever seen, he speared him through the announce table. He literally, there were steps on near one of the tables, the right table. He runs up that one, grabs the Big Show, jumps, spears him through that second table, and Big Show wasn't even out after that. They put the Big Show over a lot in this match, and I really liked that. This match was just beat the hell out of each other. This was like the best, like, basically this was the best fight I've seen in WWE in a long time. Like, this was the best Big Show match I've seen in a long time. It's one of Reigns' best matches ever. It was really that good, and I'm thinking about my score now, and I'm just considering changing it. I really did enjoy it. But overall, Reigns, after that spear, after 3 spears and 4 Superman punches, still couldn't take Big Show down. So what does he do? He picks up the announce table, puts it on top of Big Show, and that keeps him down for the 10 count. Roman Reigns wins the last man standing match, which, great, that means my prediction was right. So that puts me at 4-3 at this point. It was good. It was a really damn good match. I gave it 3.5 stars. I really did enjoy it. And to be honest, I think after I've done this video, I'm going to watch it again because I did enjoy it. I think I'll just watch the Spear for the Table again because it was really awesome. 3.5 stars. I really did enjoy it. It was probably my favourite match of the night. And it's one of my favourite matches probably of the year because it was just 2 guys beating the hell out of each other. And this to me puts Reigns over as a giant beast, and it puts Big Show over as a colossal force who should be reckoned with. After that, you had the only, like, basically I think they realised we have an hour left for one match, so we need to do something, and they decided they'd put out Bo Dallas and they'd have Ryback beat him up, and I actually wrote it down as a match. I was gonna I put down Bo Dallas versus Ryback. I put down what I normally do. I put prediction, winner, rating. I put my prediction, I put Ryback, and then I put winner. I was like, it wasn't a match, and I put rating. It sucked. Basically, it was just there to kill time, and it sucked. And it was the only point of Extreme Rules, which was really, not too great. Well, it was just unnecessary. At least the Divas matchup, which is probably the weakest match, was still slightly decent. Well, no, it was decent. And the main event, the WWE World Title matchup. Controversial, I think is the word I'm going to label this match with. Rollins and Orton were fine, I think, when it was just Rollins and Orton. But it was very overbooked. I think this match could have been better than the one they had at WrestleMania. And if you haven't seen my WrestleMania review, check it out. But they had a good match at WrestleMania. This one could have been as good, but it just was so overbooked. You had Kane at ringside, who did nothing for me really. But the big part to me was the ending, and I'll run you through what happens. J&J Security get in the ring. Kane gets in the ring after hitting Orton and Rollins with the cage door. He chokeslams Orton, then chokeslams Rollins, and then, he goes for a tombstone on Orton. Orton hits an RKO on Kane. So that's the first bit of controversy. The second bit of controversy, Rollins hits an RKO on Randy Orton. It was a pretty freaking cool RKO. But the point there is, wait, shouldn't that be a disqualification? He hit an RKO. But then they were like, no, they said Orton can't use the RKO. But no, they didn't. They said the RKO is banned. And I'm a Rollins fan. I don't think it makes sense to do that. I wanted Rollins to win this match. And Rollins does win it. After hitting an RKO on Orton, he rolls out the ring and wins. So that put my predictions at 5-3. So yeah, great. I got, what percentage is that? Is that like 62.5% correct? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But Rollins rolls out the ring and retains the title. It was a good match. The ending's very overbooked, and that kind of hurt it for me. But I still gave it 3.25 stars. I did enjoy it. And again, I would recommend watching it because, right, while the ending was overbooked, it was pretty fun to watch. And I did kind of geek out on Rollins hit an RKO on Orton. And I did wonder what Rollins was going to use because he didn't use that finisher he used on Raw, which I can't even name because I don't know what it's called. And he didn't use the curb stomp, although he did kind of set up for it when he hit that turnbuckle powerbomb. But I gave it 3.25 stars. It was a good match. It was a really good match. Overall rating for Extreme Rules, though, is actually going to be a 7 out of 10. A good rating. I think this is probably the second best pay-per-view of the year, excluding NXT, because NXT have the top. Wait, they've only had one pay-per-view this year. NXT have second place. But this is second best pay-per-view after WrestleMania. I feel like a lot of the flack this pay-per-view is going to get is the fact that it followed such a great WrestleMania. And it's like the fourth best WrestleMania ever. So that's a big deal. This Extreme Rules, though, it was a good show. You had an insane last man standing match, which wasn't the best last man standing match I've ever seen, but it was thoroughly entertaining, and that spear through the table could be replayed for a long, long time, like the All-In RKO or WrestleMania was. You had 2 slow matches, which were really the Divas match, which wasn't too great, but it was still enjoyable for a bit. And for, seeing Naomi as a heel, she did quite well as a heel. I kind of enjoyed it. And the Bella's faces again, I'm just like, yeah. And the Russian Chain match was very slow. I think that was probably the match I was like, okay. But I have seen some good strap matches. I did mention this in my predictions on Marga vs CM Punk Extreme Rules 09. Check it out. But overall, the rest of the card was good. They had a great pre-show match. They had a great tag match, which surprised me. They had a decent Kiss My Ass match. My only problem with the whole thing, really, was that there weren't enough stipulations. And I don't mean, the Kiss My Ass stipulation. I mean gimmicks. So there was no, hardcore, well, Street Fight's basically a hardcore match. There was no ladder matches, or chair matches, or tables matches, or, crazy matches, like steel, well, there was a steel cage. But, there was nothing, different. I mean, I can recall last year's Extreme Rules, which really, they did the same thing, and they didn't really have too many gimmicks. But I remember an event like Extreme Rules 09, I love that Extreme Rules pay-per-view, which had a gimmick for every single match. You had a ladder match, you had a cage match, you had a submission match. You had an Extreme Fatal 4-Way, which is better than just random single matches. You had, just a little one. The strap match. You had the No Odds Barred match. You had a lot of different gimmick matches, and I feel like that's the one thing that hurt the show. But overall, I do give it a 7 out of 10. It was miles better than Fastlane. It was better than the Royal Rumble, although the Royal Rumble does have that triple threat match. So that's, maybe. But it was still a good show, and I enjoyed it. And that's been my Royal Rumble 2015 review. I do want to talk about something very, very quickly. I have started to do streaming on Twitch. My videos will probably be like Mortal Kombat Extreme. My name on Twitch is Ross, capital R, Ace, 1998, no spaces. I probably will change it to Revolve Rosslot though, but go with capital R, Ross, Ace, 1998 for now. My stream at the moment is probably going to be at 7 o'clock at night, and it will be Mortal Kombat, so Mortal Kombat is in with a K not C, and Extreme, so X is in an X, and then Stream is in STREAM, little pun there. I hope you check out my brother actually. Was watching me on it once, and I was just talking about stuff like, wrestling and stuff like that. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, definitely check me out. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been a good episode, and I'll say I enjoyed Extreme Rules. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.